far for 30 You can see now it's spilling off.
Talk to me now. Have a little sip of this little tea.
So today I'm going to be talking about colorism, but mostly this new skin bleaching technique that is just completely crazy. I'm going to show you guys that video first and give you guys some alternatives to skin bleaching, and I'm going to talk about my experience with attempting to skin bleach, why I'm going to talk about the inferiority complex of Black women, dark-skinned women, and my experience being bullied and just struggles of being a Black woman in America and in general, even in Africa, because this situation is so played out in the Black and African/Black community. It is just sickening. So I do want to talk about some certain topics like the Megan Thee Stallion situation with the white rapper G-Eazy, and then Tika Sumter's sentiments on The Real talk show today. There's just a lot to unpack. So that video was completely crazy. That is a lady who is real. Like, she's in Africa or Nigeria, some parts of Africa, and she's promoting the skin bleaching bath. Now, when people say go take a bleach bath, they mean actual like Clorox bleach. And it's a stupid saying, but this is like something serious. Like, people are really trying to do this to actually like just completely destroy their skin. I guess what they're doing is just lightening it, but what they don't know, and what some of them might know, is that you're damaging your skin. You're not going to just be lighter. You're going to be pale and pigmentless. You're going to look like a wet pig. That's not attractive. Like, so many people just need to realize that their skin complexion was just perfect the way that it was. I understand if you have hyperpigmentation issues or you have like some blotchy skin issues, which I've had. So there are other ways that you can deal with that. You can go get skin treatments. You can get a chemical peel. You can get microdermabrasion. You can get dermaplaning, which I have. I have a technique. Well, I went to not a dermatologist. I went to an esthetician, and I do have a video of that procedure where I got microdermabrasion and dermaplaning or whatever for a more even skin tone. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying there are options that you have instead of this skin bleaching situation where you get cancer ultimately, okay? So yeah, it's just not worth it for all of you young women who are watching and impressionable people. Like, just don't do this. This is stupid. It really is. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Far for 30 As you can see, it's very instant. You can see now it's spilling off, and this is December period. So your instant body wash, your whitening instant body wash, it's very, very effective. Just for 30K, the result is instant at House of Filler Body Care and Spa. As you can see, can you see this? Can you see this? Can you see this? Can you see this? It's so peeling off now. Just come to us of Filler Body Care and Spa. We get this done for you at 30,000 naira. Can you see? Dead cells peeling off immediately, and it's getting whitening immediately.
First of all, I want to say that there's a difference between skin bleaching and actually using creams that like just lighten up certain areas of your face, versus what I was trying to do as a kid was completely put the bleaching cream over my face in an attempt to softly bleach my skin because I wanted it to match my chest, which it didn't. So here's my story. So when I was, well, actually growing up, I was about this color, my chest color, up until like 5 or 6 years old, when I started spending more time in the sun. As a young Black girl, nobody told me about sunscreen. I didn't know anything. I thought Black people didn't have to wear sunscreen. So yeah, I just went outside and got tanned and burned on my face because my mom is a Christian woman. So she just made sure that I had to have all of my arms covered and, you know, pretty much everything covered. So what's the only thing that's left out? My face and my neck. So I still have that issue, even though I'm wearing makeup now. But I had the issue of my face being a shade darker than my chest and my hands and arms and stuff. So I've been trying to do some treatments to get that together, but I used to actually get bullied. Some of my family members, which were lighter, would make, you know, little black, you so black, yo black ASS, all that kind of stuff. They would join me a lot of the time, even at church, honey. And some of the adults weren't aware, but some of the adults were the ones making comments. I would get it all the time at school. there's one light-skinned guy, he completely bullied me my entire 9th grade year. Like the full year, like literally every day. I failed gym class because of him, because he just cussed me out every doggone day. Just because I was dark-skinned. I had never said a word to that boy. So at the end of the school year, anyway, he told me that he wanted to have sex with me. So, child. I guess that was his way of saying he liked me, but no, that was humiliating. And a lot of other girls and sometimes my little friends will say, with your little black self, you know, sometimes African Americans, we joke like that, like we'll just do the color jokes, but honestly, it comes from a deeper rooted place. Like most of the time when people call you black and say stuff like that, they mean it and they look at you as inferior. And so that's really why I started to like use a lot of skincare products to try to get my skin clearer and smoother and a little lighter so that I could be one color and that they just stop calling me black. Like I'm honestly brown if you ask me. I mean, comment below if you think I'm just dark brown, dark black, whatever. I just think I'm brown skin. I know I'm not like, I don't want to be like, I like being brown. But they made it seem like I was like navy blue type black. Like, no. So kids are stupid anyway, but a lot of that comes from their parents. There were some guys that I liked that their parents were light skinned and they didn't like that their kids dated dark skinned people. So I was like, wow, forget the fact that I'm educated. Forget the fact that I'm a beautiful girl, that I'm nice, I have values and morals. Forget all of that. You're pressed about my skin color. That's ridiculous. So of course, being told that you're not cute and dark and black and all that stuff from your family, friends, and schoolmates, you're going to feel inferior. And this is what embodies a lot of black women's struggles in America. Like we get dragged the most by black men and white men and all the other men. I guess what I would want is for at least the black men to accept us. Like they go off and get these white girls and mixed girls and I like my B's, light skin, long hair and all that stuff when dark skinned women have long hair. Hello, this is all my hair. My hair is down my back, honey. So we have long hair as well. So it's just sad that, you know, it took for me to get to college for this one mixed. He wasn't mixed. He was black. He was just like caramel brown. He looked kind of Chinese, but he was actually black. He's from Memphis. And he was like, girl, you were just fine. Like, you're a bad chick. Like, I'm telling you, you're bringing it back for the dark skinned girls. Like, y'all, you look good. Now, that was kind of backhanded, but I understood what he was saying. And he just kept following up with other praises, like, you know, you're just so beautiful, you're just beautiful, period, like stuff like that. So I will never forget Jamil for that. He's so fine too, but he was one of the first. And then all the other guys, some of the brown skin, white guys, mixed guys, they were like, oh my gosh, you're really pretty, like you're beautiful. It was no longer you're pretty for a dark skinned girl, it was just you're pretty. So when the white man would try to talk to me, I was like, ew, you like me? Like, you can tell I was kind of stigmatized by that. Like, my brain was just, like, completely scarred from that. It was hard to accept that men of all types of colors or shades would actually find me appealing enough to date. Not just enough to screw, but to date and maybe marry. So, this is my point. It took for men of all types of colors and shades, not just dark-skinned men, but all types of men to help boost my self-esteem by giving me honest compliments and just showing me love. I think that's what all black women need. I know that's what we need. We just need love from especially our own kind. You know, it's so sad that we're the main ones being dogged out for saying, oh yeah, I never date a black woman or a dark-skinned woman because number one, if she's black, she's probably ghetto, uneducated. She probably has a bad attitude and all of that, when white women and especially Latina women are known notoriously for being sassy and catty and all of that. White women are some of the most condescending, superficial, privileged beings on this earth, okay? So we're not going to go there. I don't know any black women who just put other races down just because of their complexion. Do you know any? Yeah, I do. And they look like this. Okay, so we're not going to go there. Okay, that's false. That's a false narrative that I'm tired of seeing. So, and here's the thing. You guys are saying we have attitudes, but let's see. Let's go back for 400 years when we came over here and were kidnapped. We were just as jovial and we still had the joy of the Lord. And what did we endure? We were kicked down, beaten, raped, okay, impregnated by white men and, you know, mixed, light-skinned men, all of that. However, we were not good enough to be their wives. We weren't the ones on the forefront. So we went through that for 400 years, right? Just for being. just for being black. Everything was you black, nappy-headed B-word, lay on this bed, let me impregnate you, all that kind of stuff. But you expect us to not have an attitude? Okay, so then years later, when we finally get a little rights, you know, then we get told, oh, you know, you light-skinned women, you can come on forward. But you dark-skinned, if you can't pass the paper bag test, then you get in the back. And now we get this from our own people in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and 70s, honey, because colorism was strong in colleges, sororities, AKAs, deltas. You couldn't pledge if you were brown skin to dark skin, okay? This is facts.
Talk to me now.
So what do you expect for our attitudes to be? You know, but there's so many of us who don't even harp on that. We don't harbor those old feelings because it just is what it is. But like going from a generation to generation, yeah, of course, those women who were closer to those generations who dealt with that are going to be a little more sensitive to that, or let's say bitter or whatever. But you can't just say that you have to stop generalizing black women. I don't have attitude problems. I only get an attitude when you get an attitude or when you do something dumb. Honestly, if you look at the majority of my videos, I'm always happy. I'm always Christian-like. I'm always nice. That's just me in general. I don't turn up until people get on my darn nerves. And that's just that. And what woman doesn't have a freaking attitude? Like, especially, we have cycles. We go through a lot as a creature. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we put up with men, okay? Give us a break. Nobody complains when you men act like pansies. Okay? So, yeah. Anyway. I'm just saying, I just really hate that I spent a quarter of my life feeling like I was inferior because of my complexion. I really hate that. And for all of you young girls who are watching who feel like that, just know that you're beautiful. A lot of people are just stupid in this world. That's just the best way that I can break this down to you. A lot of people are ignorant. A lot of people are uncultured. They know nothing about anything but their own colors or shades or family or whatever, their own countries or ethnicities or whatever. And so you have to let them just be ignorant. Don't let that be a reflection of you and how you feel about yourself. I don't care if somebody calls you black and ugly every day. That's not your truth. That's them and what they feel. Okay? And that's just that. Okay? You can't tell me anything. Like, I just feel like I'm beautiful. I really think that I'm beautiful. I think I'm at least cute. You know what I'm saying? So, but I still face that though. Being dark skinned, I feel like I have to have a certain body shape to get pushed to the equal front line where the other women are. So that's just something that it just is what it is. And that's just that. But this skin bleaching thing has to die. Like, I need for you all to stop feeling like that, especially in Africa. I know that's a thing over there as well. You know, light skin, dark skin women. It's sad, but it honestly starts and it ends with our men. We need all of you all to show us love, no matter our complexions, and stop being ignorant and stupid. And I don't know, you guys need a come to Jesus moment with your mentalities that all colors and all shades matter and they are equal and they look good. A person can be ugly and have lighter skin. A person can be ugly and have darker skin. A person can be beautiful and have light skin and can be beautiful and have dark skin. It doesn't matter. Features are just features. Now, we're not going to get on texturism because that's a whole different sermon, okay? I don't have time to preach on that, okay? So we're going to stick with that, okay? So those are my sentiments so far. I really hate how like it's still going on in the mainstream media with hip hop. Hip hop started a lot of this foolishness. Look at Megan and G-Eazy. She can't date a white guy, but it's okay for her to have a Latino or whoever she is. Why is it that he didn't get any backlash, but we did? We do. Tika Sumpter does, as gorgeous as she is. But I mean, what are we supposed to do? Wait for these black men who call us black monkeys and all that kind of stuff to get right? No, if a white man says he wants to love and cherish and honor us, then that's fine. Shoot, you black men can't get upset that you get to dip in the other ponds, but we can't. If you guys don't treat us right, somebody else will. And that's just the cheat, honey. I don't care if he's Asian. As long as he loves Jesus, that he can talk to me, call me, okay? That's how I feel. So I think the hypocrisy needs to die. You all need to eat your own words and swallow, okay? And choke on them if you want. So those are just my sentiments. Comment below what you think about what's going on, your experiences. If you've ever been made fun of because of your complexion or skin tone, is this a thing in your area or, you know, your timeline of life, you know? no matter your age, and comment any words of inspiration or encouragement that you might want to give. Thumbs up this video and share this video, because we need to know about what's going on. Other people need to know about this stupid phenomenon of this bleach back situation. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Make sure you check out my previous talk videos if you're interested in that type of content.